Hey, hello, hello. Happy holiday season 2023. This is Tihee, and I got a special treat for you today. Free version of my book in audiobook form. So I'm going to read it. Yes, it works for black people too. Get that. The Little Black Book That Helps Make Your Dreams Come True. Tihee Jabbar Brisbane. Copyright 2022, Tihee Jabbar Brisbane, all rights reserved. No part of this publication may be reproduced, distributed, or transmitted in any form by any means, including photocopying, recording, or other electronic or mechanical methods without the publisher's prior written permission. So I'm gonna put this on the fly, won't be a whole lot of editing in this video. We will do some type of editing as needed, but I wanted to go ahead and get this out. So, introduction. Achieving your goals isn't always easy, but it's definitely worth it. You have to be willing to work hard and put in the effort, but the payoff is worth it. Just think about everything you want to achieve in your life. What does it feel like to already have them? How will accomplishing your goals change your life for the better? These are the things you should focus on as you work towards your goals. Black people often have to work twice as hard to get half as far, but that doesn't mean we can't achieve our goals. We just have to be willing to put in the extra effort. With the right mindset and a bit of extra effort, anything is possible. It works for black people too is a clear, concise statement that cuts through all the noise. It's a simple reminder that we are just as capable as anyone else and can achieve our goals if we set our minds to them. The rules, explanations, and suggestions included are all based on common sense and experience, so anyone can follow them and benefit from them regardless of their background. This book is for anyone who wants to better their life, regardless of their race. The original author wrote it intending to help black people, but the message is universal. It's a reminder that we all have the same potential and can achieve our goals if we're willing to put in the work. In other words, the tips and advice in this book are meant to help you get started on your journey of success. They're not a magic formula for success, but they will definitely give you a leg up. Remember, it's up to you to make the most of these tips and put in the work. But if you do, there's no limit to what you can achieve. Chapter 1. Is success a game of luck? Most people believe that success is a game of luck. You either have it or you don't. But the truth is that success is mostly about hard work and commitment. Sure, there's a bit of luck involved, but it's it's not the deciding factor. Let me speak English to you guys, right? When it comes to obtaining desirable possessions, some people may seem like they have all of the luck in the world. However, I believe there is a logical explanation for why some people are more successful than others. The people who are more successful have usually worked harder for what they have and made better decisions along the way. Take, for example, lottery winners. While it may appear that they got lucky, the truth is that they decided to buy a ticket and take their chances. The odds of winning the lottery are slim, but someone has to win every time the drawing takes place. So while it may seem like they got lucky, they actually made a decision that increased their chances of winning. On the other hand, some people never seem to catch a break. They may work hard their whole lives and still end up struggling. While bad luck may play a role in their situation, it's usually not the only factor. More often than not, these people have made poor decisions. that have led to their current situation. Questions like, are some people born under a lucky star? Often arise. When somebody appears to have everything they could ever want, some people may think that to be successful. You have to be born into money or have some type of charm. If wishes were horses, beggars would ride, is the attitude taken by the average person when it comes to possessions. They are not aware of the power that is right in front of them. The secret to success, something so simple that is often overlooked or not recognized as the cause of failure or success. You can achieve success by following some simple instructions. Through some of the ideas in this book may be seen as incorrect, the plan has worked for those who have used it. I sincerely believe this book will help many people achieve happiness and success. Don't let the last straw be the one that breaks your back. To achieve success, you can let yourself get bogged down by every little problem. You have to be able to roll with the punches and keep going no matter how tough things get. You can't give up. When Tom Janice and Mr. Jones see something they want but they can't have, they're experiencing what's called the last straw. The expression is often used to describe a situation that is just too much to deal with. For example, if someone has already stressed out and then gets assigned another difficult task at work, that might be the last straw that leads them to quitting their job. In President Biden's case, his bout with COVID-19 and the latest in a string of challenges he faced. Getting sick may have been the last straw that finally forces him to take a break from his busy schedule. Similarly, if a parent constantly has to scold their child for bad behavior, and then the child comes home with a terrible report card, that might be the last straw that leads the parent grounding the child. The phrase, the last straw, comes from the story of the camel and the wheelbarrow. In this fable, a camel carries a heavy load on its back, and eventually the weight becomes too much. The camel's back breaks, and it can no longer carry any more weight. This story is often used to teach children about the importance of not overloading a camel or any animal. The last straw is usually something that tips the scales and leads to a negative outcome. You may ask, the last straw could be related to success. You may ask how the last straw could be related to success, rather. The last straw is actually a very important concept when it comes to achieving success. You see, most people give up right before they achieve their goal. They get so close, but then something happens that's just too much for them to handle. It might be a difficult situation at work, a family crisis, or anything else that life throws their way. And instead of persevere, they give up and throw in the towel. If you want to be successful, you can't let the last straw break you. You have to be able to push through the tough times and keep going. Remember, it's always darkest before the dawn. So, if you're feeling like you're about to give up, just keep going, and light is on the other side. Chapter 2. Your mind is a powerful tool for success. The mind is a powerful tool that can be used to manifest our desires. However, to do this, we must first train our minds to focus on what we want. This requires knowing exactly what we desire and being clear and specific about it. Once we have done this, the universe will respond accordingly, giving us what we want. This is not a mystical or uncertain process, but rather a practical one that relies on the mind's ability to tune into the right frequency or vibration to receive the desired result. Millions of people go through life without ever harnessing this power within them, but it is available to anyone who takes the time to learn how to use it. Let's take a look at the 3 golden rules of using your mind to manifest your desires. Number 1, know exactly what you want. This may seem like a no-brainer, but you will be surprised how many people go through life without a clear idea of what they want and desire. If you don't know what you want, how can you expect to get it? The first step is to sit down and really think about what it is you want. Be specific as possible. Write it down if you have to. The clearer and more specific you are, the better. This may sound easy, but it's actually quite difficult for most people. That's because we live in a world that is full of distractions, and it's easy to get caught up in all the noise and forget what we really want. So take some time to sit down and think about what it is that you really desire. What would make you happy? What would make your life better? Be specific as possible. In other words, you want to read the list of what you want 3 times a day. Now, this is side note. This is the 369 method, right? So that's what the 369 is. The 3 times in the morning, you're going to read, and I will also consider or suggest writing it down, So you write it down, because when you write things down, it imprints in your brain. So 3 times in the morning, 6 times in the afternoon, and then 9 times at night, of the things that you want. Once again, like I said, this is the 369 method. You could take a little note, jot that down real quick, put it as a note in your phone, text message yourself, right? So this was a side note outside of the book, right? Just explaining specifically what this means, okay? So, in other words, you want to read the list of what you want 3 times a day. Morning, as soon as you get up, noon, in the thick of things, and night before you go to bed. This activates your subconscious mind. When your subconscious mind is focused on what you want, it will continually look for ways to make it happen. Pretty soon, you'll find yourself taking action steps towards your goals without even realizing it. All right? So like I said, once again, this is the 369 method. You could Google that, look it up. This is well known, okay? Number 2, think of what you want as often as possible. Number 2 is to think of what you want as often as possible. If you have to put posts in your bathroom, your living room, your workspace, or even your car to do it, the more you see it, the better. This will create a vision board of things that you desire. You can also record an audio what you want and play it back from your cell phone a couple times a day. This method is a bit more passive, but it will still work. I like the strategy because it doesn't require a lot of mental energy to keep thinking about what you want. You can just listen to the recording and let it do the work. So maybe kind of like semblance to a song. Like maybe when you do this, what you do is, you play your favorite song or an instrumental of your favorite song with the list. Maybe it's an upbeat, maybe it's a melody or a tune that you're very in tune to, that you like, that keeps your mind invigorated. But yeah, I highly suggest that. This is busy times in life, so you're not always going to have time to write it down, whether it be the 3, the 6, or the 9. I often have difficulties at night, to write it down 9 times. depending upon how big your list is. Now, see, I got a big ass list. You understand? So if you got a big list too, writing all that drawing down at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock or before you go to bed could be quite a bit. But if you have it all recorded and play it out like your favorite song so you can memorize it, okay? Number 3, speak to the greater power or God. However it is that you see God. How do you see God? You see God as Christ, as Buddha, as Allah. Look, God is God, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, at the end of the day, a lot of people, are pretty religious, and I don't really believe in religion or stuff like that. Spirituality, higher being, a light worker. Speak to the greater power, to God, Last but not least, rule number 3 is to speak to the greater power. This could be God, the universe, your higher self, or whatever you believe in. The key here is to talk to this power as if it is already happening. For example, if you want a new car, don't say, I hope I can get a new car. Say, thank you for bringing me my new car. I am so grateful. When you talk to the greater power in this way, you clearly convey that you are ready and willing to receive what you desire. This sends a strong signal to the universe and it will respond accordingly. In other words, you want to keep your plans within you and the greater power. This is because speaking to others about your goals may have negative energy and unbelief that can contaminate your own belief. By speaking only to the greater power within yourself, you can stay focused and motivated on your goal. Whether you see God as Jesus, Allah, Buddha, or simply the greater power of the universe, talking to this entity can help you achieve success. Talking to your greater power can be done through prayer or meditation. If you don't know how to meditate, there are many books and websites that can teach you. Once you learn how to meditate, it will become easier and more natural for you to do it on a regular basis. With practice, you will be able to clear your mind of all distractions and focus solely on your goals. This is the key to manifestation. When you first start out, it's impossible to have complete faith. In the process, some of your goals may seem unattainable, but it's important to write them down anyway. In order of importance, don't try to figure out how you're going to accomplish your desires. Just trust that the process will unfold as it should. As you progress, you may find that some of the things you thought you wanted are no longer important to you. This is a good sign that you're on the right track. When you talk to your inner self, it's important to be clear about what you want. Be specific about the material things you desire, like money, cars, or bonuses, houses. But don't stop there. Plan out exactly what kind of car you want. Specific. Be very specific. You want a green car with brown interior. Okay? This way, your inner self can better help you achieve your goals. Additionally, it's important to surround yourself with people who have already achieved some of the things you desire. This will help you keep motivated and on track. Being around other people, who got what you want really help you. They got there. They climbed the mountain. Found out what kind of boots they wore, what time of the day they went, what clothes they wore, what season they went in, what supplies they took with them. You don't have to climb the mountain by yourself. You don't have to do this on your own. There's someone else who's already done it. If you are new and you're the only one who's ever done it, blaze a trail and do it well. Do it with great vigor. Do it with strength. This is a pretty important subject matter in this manual is understanding the subconscious mind. See, most things that are done in your life and for you are done by your subconscious mind. You don't have to think about breathing or your heart beating or your blood to circulate. The subconscious mind controls all of that, right? So A subconscious mind is a powerful tool to help you achieve your goals. If you focus your thoughts on what you want and take action towards your goals, the subconscious mind will help you to achieve them. However, being sincere and honest in your desires is important to form a strong connection with the subconscious mind. Half-hearted wanting will not be enough to manifest your desires. You must truly believe that you can achieve what you want and be willing to take action towards your goals. Only then will the subconscious mind be able to help you achieve them. As Joseph Murphy explains in his book, The Power of the Subconscious Mind, this powerful tool can help you achieve your goal and desires. If you focus your thoughts on what you want and take action towards your goals, the subconscious mind will help you to achieve them. However, it is important to be sincere and honest in your desires to form a strong connection with the subconscious mind. The word Emmanuel means God is with us. God is always with us, willing and able to help us achieve our goals. All we need to do is focus our thoughts on what we want, take action towards our goals, and be sincere and honest with our desires. Your objective mind. This is your thought mind. This is, your thought process, Your objective mind is the thinking mind that is responsible for your wishes and goals. However, if you only wish for things and if you only wish for, I lost my place, excuse me, the light clicked off. If you only wish for things and do not take action to achieve them, then you will not get what you want. Most people only ever vocalize their wishes without putting any effort into achieving them. This will not lead to success. If you are serious about changing your current situation, you must take action. Write down the things that you want in order of importance and make sure to visualize them. Do not be discouraged if your goals change over time. This is natural. With perseverance and effort, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. For instance, decide on a location for your dream house. Consider the type of neighborhood you want to live in, the kind of neighbors you want, the cost of the house. Once you have a specific location and budget in mind, write it down. Then write a check to yourself for that amount of money you want to keep in your wallet every day. Look at that check and visualize yourself achieving that goal. Next, make a list of potential prospects who can help you achieve your goal. For each person on the list, write down the amount of money you expect to receive from them. This may seem like a silly exercise, right? But it's actually a very powerful way to focus your thoughts and intentions on what you want to achieve. Finally, be prepared for the fact when you start achieving your goals, there will be an enemy that rises to discredit your success. This enemy is called doubt. Doubt will try to tell you that your success is a coincidence or that it's impossible. When these thoughts arise, give thanks and credit to your omnipotent power for the accomplishment. Doing this will help you maintain your faith and confidence, and eventually the doubter will be proven wrong. How many things? Just believe in yourself, man. Believe. Keep faith in your own abilities. Your success plan, excuse me. Your success plan should be specific, realistic, and achievable. When you follow these steps, you will be well on your way to achieving your dream house. Remember, the sky is the limit. Just because you haven't achieved something yet doesn't mean it's impossible. With focus, dedication, and a positive attitude, anything is possible. So go out there and get your dream house. Chapter 3. A note of warning and other powerful tips. Note of warning. Do you know what you want? What you really truly want? Not what you think you ought to want or what you would look good on the surface, but what you want. It is possible to want something so badly that you obtain it only to find out that it brings you nothing but misery. That which you thought would make you happy can wreck your life and the lives of those around you. So be careful what you wish for. Make sure that it is something which will truly bring you happiness and not just momentary pleasure. The best method of securing what you want is to first make a list of the things that you desire. Then, once you have your list, go through and prioritize those desires, putting the things which would bring you the most happiness at the top, and those which more superficial desires at the bottom. Once you have your list in order, it's time to start working towards your goals or towards those goals. Take things one step at a time. Remember, however, let me get this right. Hold up. Remember, however, that it is important to take things one step at a time. If you try to accomplish too many things at once, you will likely become overwhelmed and end up accomplishing nothing. So start with the things which are most important to you and work your way down the list as you accomplish each goal. And always keep in your mind that the journey is often more important than the destination. So enjoy the process and don't get too wrapped up achieving your goals. After all, the best things in your life often are which we didn't plan for. Helping others is a great way to achieve your own goals. When you assist others in achieving their dreams, you not only make the world a better place, but you also increase the chances that your own dreams will come true. When you focus on being of service to others, you will find that your own desires are more likely to be fulfilled as well. So go out and volunteer. Give your time and your talents. And don't hesitate to do good for those around you. You may be surprised at how much you get in return. When it comes to achieving your goals, it is also important to have a positive outlook and remain focused on what you want. Create a vision board to help you visualize your goals, and take the time to read this book again and memorize the 3 simple rules of success. With hard work and dedication, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. It is easy to make this book 350 pages, but I have deliberately shortened it to make it easy as possible for you to read and reread, to understand it, and to use it. So, will you try this out? Are you willing to do the simple things? If you are, then there is no limit to what you can achieve. God grant that you may find this short volume the inspiration to choose the right path and thereby obtain all the things that you desire. Now I want to read that again because, like I said, repetition is the mother of all learning, right? And I wholeheartedly believe in this statement. Helping others is a great way to achieve your own goals. It's called reciprocation, karma, the law of the universe, however you want to see it, the secret. Let me emphasize this first sentence. When you assist others in achieving their dreams, you not only make the world a better place, but you also increase the chances of your own dreams will come true. You have an example of that in your life? Just think about it. What have you done for somebody and turned around and the universe reciprocated and gave you what you wanted? When you focus on being of service to others, you will find out that your desires are more likely to be fulfilled as well. So, go out and volunteer. Give your time and talents. Do not hesitate to do good for those around you. You may be surprised at how much you get in return. When it comes to achieving your goals, it is important that you have a positive outlook and remain focused on what you want. Create a vision board to help you visualize your goals, and take the time to read this book again and again and memorize the 3 simple rules of success. With hard work and dedication, you can achieve anything you set your mind to. It is easy to make. I could have easily made this book 350 pages, but I did not. It has been deliberately shortened to make it easy as possible for you to read and reread. That's why I reread it. To understand it and to use it. So you'll try. So will you try this out? Simple. Try it out. If it don't work, it don't work. What did it cost you? It took you some time. But what could you potentially get out of it? Your dreams, your desires, everything that you ever wanted in life. If you are, then there is no limit of what you can achieve. God grant that you may find in this short volume the inspiration to choose a right path and thereby obtain all that you desire. Have faith in yourself. When you were a kid, you probably had a list of things you wanted from Santa. Who didn't do that, right? A Christmas list. This is what I want to get, right? The same principle applies here. If you want something, you must know what it is and have faith that you will receive it. Remember, even Coca-Cola, the big company Coca-Cola, only sold 25 bottles their first year in business. So, whatever difficulties you're going through right now, don't give up. Whatever difficulties you're going through right now, don't give up. You're probably smart enough and determined enough to make it through. I like to say my favorite quote: the more you slack, the less you stack. Don't be slacking, stack it. This means that if you slack in your vision, you won't achieve anything. Therefore, it is important to trust yourself and have faith in what you can do. You might be surprised at how much you can accomplish. Remember, Santa only brings presents to children who believe in him. Heart. The same goes for your dreams. If you believe in them, they're more likely to come true. So have faith and don't give up on yourself. To keep going, take one step forward. Continue despite challenges and setbacks. Prove the naysayers wrong by accomplishing your goals. Make deposits into yourself instead of making excuses. You can achieve great things. Make deposits into yourself instead of making excuses. You can achieve great things. So I want to give you some takeaways and bonuses right here, okay? I want to use this acronym. It's SPEC, SPEC. S for Sam, P for Paul, E for Edward, C for Cat, which stands for select, project, expect, and collect. To help illustrate how important it is to have a positive attitude and use your imagination, Helen Haswell won over 500 contests and prizes by using this method. And I believe that if we follow her lead, we can achieve our dreams too. Let's look at each element and let's look at each element of spec individually. Select. We must choose our thoughts carefully and be selective about what we allow into our minds. Only allow positive, helpful thoughts in and let go of any negative ones. Select. Next is project. Project. Once we have chosen our thoughts, we need to project them into the world through our words and actions. This is how we manifest our desires into reality. Project. That's action. That's doing. Expect. The final step is to expect that we will achieve our goals. Have faith and believe in ourselves, and the universe will align to help us succeed. Collect. Finally, collect. We must take action and collect the rewards of our efforts. This is how we achieve our dreams and live the life of abundance. Spec is a powerful tool that can help us create the life we want. So next time you're feeling down, remember to select, project, expect, and collect your way to success. If we all follow these steps, I'm confident that we can create the lives of our dreams. Also, it's important to remember that the more people who think alike and work towards similar goals, the faster we see positive change in the world. Remember, we are all angels with one wing. So, when we put our arms around each other, we can fly. This means that if we can help and be there for each other, we can lift each other up and make each other better people. Again, let me just read that for you one more time because I want it to sink in. Also, it's important to remember that the more people who think alike and work towards similar goals, it's easier to run with 100 than to carry one. The faster we see positive change in this world. Remember, we're all angels with one wing. You only got one wing. So when we put our arm around the other person who has one wing, now we got two wings. So when we put our arms around each other, we can fly. This means that we can help each other, be there for each other. We can lift each other up and make each other better people. So please, buy several copies of this book and give them to your friends and family. Let's spread the word and help make everyone's dreams come true. I believe that by reading and sharing it with others, we can begin to make positive changes in our lives and the world around us. So, what are you waiting for? Thank you for your time and support. Much love and blessings to you all. I told you it wasn't that long, right? So in conclusion, right? It doesn't matter where you start, what race you belong to, or whether you're a man or a woman. You can achieve anything you set your mind to. Be willing to work hard and never give up. So, make a list of your goals. Take things one step at a time. Talk to God or the universe, however you see it, and never give up on yourself. When you finally achieve your dreams, you'll be glad you did. I hope you enjoyed the reading of this book as much as I enjoyed putting it together for you. Remember, the sky's the limit. So what are you waiting for? Go out and achieve your dreams. Thank you very much. This is Tihee Jabbar Brisbane concluding that position of the book. Like I said, once again, I want you guys to look out. I've actually revised the book. Yes, it works for Black people. I revised it slightly to yes, the law of attraction works. I'm going to be re-releasing the book this year, December 2023, along with a planner, with a little a planner that's going to have daily exercises. kind of like the 5-minute gratitude book, if you guys are ever familiar with that. It's just going to have a little anecdote at the end of each page, the beginning of the day, incorporating the 3-6-9 method, the middle of the day, and the end of the day. So what you're grateful for, at the start of the day is a great way to start your day. I just wanted to give you one last piece before I left. I wanted to give you the poem I read before. So I want you to keep in mind that our best days are ahead of us. So like I said, this was something I had put together when I was going through a little something in my life. It wasn't a little something, it was a lot of something, but I'm just going to go with a little something right now, okay? Our best days are ahead of us. Past pain don't mean a thing if you put God first. He's the answer to your problems. No need to search for the solution when the solution is within arm's reach. My third eye is always open even when my left and my right are asleep. I found peace and tranquility by exercising humility. Lost loved ones thought of as hopeless, placed in correctional facilities without faith, I started to question my gift or ability. I never complain when it rains or things don't go my way. Like the old cliche say, someone didn't wake up to see today. Put God first. Kinder your words. Family is a must. With that said and done, our best days are ahead of us. Love you guys. Please listen to this book again as many times as you need. Follow the simple steps. 3-6-9, baby. Write down what you want. Use the SPEC method. Select, project, expect, collect. Thank you very much. This is Tihee signing off. Peace and blessings.